ladies and gentlemen, everyone around in between. This is DebateSensei CEDA edition, where we talk about things relevant to the Cross-Examination Debate Association college level debate competitions. I have with me Director of Debate from California State University, Long Beach, Devin Cooper. Thank you, Devin, for being with me once again. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, so this is it. This is the last tournament of the season. Just happened. The NDT, the one that everyone prepares for all year long. And again, y'all did great. Absolutely phenomenal. I want to start though with the Copeland Awards, right? Those were the first things. That is an extremely prestigious award. Can we just rehash exactly what this award is, what it signifies, why being nominated is so incredible?
So the Copeland Award, the Copeland panel in itself, which is 5 through 1,
Right.
is just the top 5 teams in the nation that have racked up the most wins in head-to-head debates against each other and other folks. And so, but the Copeland Award is the number 1 team in the nation.
Got it. Okay. But you guys got on the panel, right? You were what, third?
Yes, we were third.
Okay. Now, come on now. That is amazing. You set out with a goal this at the beginning of the semester, and I'd say that you achieved it.
Yeah, they wanted to be on the panel.
Okay.
I never coached a team to be on the Copeland panel before, so that's amazing.
So very, very good, very good. But overall, their performance at this tournament was also great. Out of the 3 national tournaments, they won one. They got quarters in one, and was it semis in the other?
Yep.
Come on now, that is just amazing overall. So congratulations to Long Beach. I'm really happy for y'all. I think we haven't had a national title in debate in over 20 years.
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, it was an interesting ride. I will say that.
Okay. And I think you and I were talking about how timely just this series is to follow it along. I think it's really, I'm really happy to be part of it. So thank you.
Yeah, that's such a coincidence.
Yeah. So, but let's take a look at the NDT in and of itself. We've talked about it before, but I think it's good to kind of review a little bit about what makes the NDT so darn unique.
Yeah, well, it is an invitation only. Well, you have to be in the NDT invite process of several ways.
Okay.
First, you either get a first round bid at large, which is like the top 16 in the nation, or you go through your district tournament and qualify there. So you either have the tournament or they rank you out of your district, and whatever top folks get it based on the bids, they get to go. Or you go through the second round bid process, which means you didn't make it through districts or you didn't rank high enough out of your district. And then there's also the third round bid, which is like a third team more so. Like if a team has already 2 people in, like 2 teams in, they can qualify for a third team to get in.
Okay.
And so that's kind of like how you get there. But when you get there, the tournament is just about extremely hard because you are in prelims with the top teams in the nation, top 78. And then you're also already seeded before you get into the tournament because the top 16 are going to go against the folks that are like, in the other brackets.
Yeah.
And so the other thing too is that each round is pretty much an elimination round because it's like 3 judges.
Right. I see a number of teams that have that brought more than 2. A number of schools that brought more than 2. I've seen Dartmouth and Emory and Georgetown, James Madison, Kansas. My goodness.
And just know that that's money.
Oh, okay.
Because it's expensive. And for each team, you have to cover 13 rounds of judging.
Oh, wow. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, oh my goodness. Okay. Now, you said top 78, but I'm looking and it says 95 entries on Tab Room. What's up with that?
Some of them are probably on wait list and didn't get on.
Okay, say that again. You broke up a little bit.
Some were probably on a wait list and they didn't get
Oh,
on.
okay, okay. I was wondering because that's more than freaking CEDA Nats.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Still, that is a lot of flipping debate teams to go to an invitation only tournament for all intents and purposes. So incredibly large team, and everyone is all sorts of good at this place. Okay. So let's take a look at some of the some of these results here. We had you break to double ox, and we had but 3 teams had buys. We had Emory,
Yep.
Kansas, and Texas all had a
So
buy.
they had a 7-1 record or better, but no one
Oh,
was 8-0.
nobody.
Everybody, nope. The top 3 were 7-1,
Okay, okay. And how did Long Beach go?
6-2.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
mean,
oh,
I feel like maybe we deserve to lose one of those debates. The other one, not so much.
not so much. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a judging issue, judging error on my behalf. Yeah.
I noticed that uh, you didn't judge any of the elimination rounds. I wanted to see which ones you watched. You didn't judge any of them, did you?
Um.
Did you get pushed about it? I don't know.
No, I didn't. I didn't judge any of them. Nope.
Okay. Okay.
I was happy about that though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I understand that.
Oh well, the other thing too is that I could have been on a strike card and someone just struck me.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So that. Well, lucky you. All right. Okay. So we have a number of breaks. We're breaking to double octafinals with +3. And we have some of the big breaks. My God, Emory brought 4 and they broke 4.
Well, so that's the other caveat too. If you are hosting the tournament, you get to auto qualify a team.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, it seems like the fix is in though, right? You get Emory. Oh my God, 4 teams, and not only that, but like we'll see that those 4 teams also did pretty damn well from there. Oh my God,
Mhm.
that's pretty amazing. Um, but some of the other big breaks. Hold on, I was saying here we got Kansas with a couple. Where's my breakdown here? Yeah, Michigan with a couple, Wake Forest, Northwestern, Georgetown, Michigan State, and Berkeley all broke more than one team. Well, they all broke 2 teams, and Emory broke 4. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's so. Just giving a shout out to them. But let's take a look. We go into doubles. We get a few people with a bye. Let's take a look at Long Beach. Long Beach is hitting Pennsylvania. I don't remember talking about Pennsylvania in previous episodes. I'm sure we probably did, but
Not
no,
really.
no.
Um, they're like they're a team that's like pretty good, but they were kind of like coming up, the back. And they're also a part of what is called a consortium.
Okay.
And they're I think they're with Dartmouth, I believe.
Oh, okay. How does the consortium work? Do they just share resources for travel?
Yes, and
Okay.
coaching because they don't have a coach at their school.
Well, that seems like a really nice idea. I mean, especially if you're trying to fold more people into it. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
congratulations, Pennsylvania, getting that far. Um, it looks like that was the end of the road for them. They're double octafinals against Long Beach.
Yeah, you're going against a Copeland panelist team. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah. I mean, it's
little rough.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But they managed to pick up one against Long Beach.
Yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, that's a whole nother story, but
Okay, so
uh,
another story.
that person seemed to just like not be rocking with us at all this entire
Oh,
tournament. They voted
oh,
against us when it came to Emory. But I'm starting to see that was more of like an ideological thing. I'm starting to feel like it.
okay,
But I made sure I moved that person way down when it came to the later prelims because there's a point after round 7 that you're able to adjust your prefs again for
oh,
the next day, which is
oh,
awesome.
really? Okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay. Yeah. Um, So there's that one, and then but we still have. So as far as these Emory teams are going, was that a talk of the tournament at all about how many Emory teams there were? Not only that, but they all pick up. Am I getting this right?
I think so. I mean, they're all pretty good teams.
Okay. My goodness.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth one? I got the bye.
But the problem is that
Okay.
having that many means that you could be all over the bracket and
Right.
possibly you have the chance to be walked over by another team.
Right. And I think that's exactly what happens here.
It
Somewhere else
did.
somewhere else along the way. All right. So what happened in this doubles round? Do you remember what happened for your Long Beach team?
Yeah, I watched it. They read a new AF against us.
Okay, which you should probably expect that in a situation like this. You're in an out round against Copeland, like
I mean, I would just go with what I was debating the whole time because I feel more
okay,
comfortable. Uh, Sorry, because they were just grilling them on the questions like, "What is
mm,
this? What is this?" And then, you know, they were just trying to be like really pre-scripted and like really like, you know, regurgitate the things that their coaches wrote for them to say about what the AF is, and it was just like, come on.
okay, and they just didn't know.
I mean, they did know. It's just that it wasn't adding up. It's just
Okay,
like, and it was funny because Diego was like, let's talk about this draft of your 1AC. I was like, oh, this is so shady. Well, because it was just like it was incomplete. Like it was like, yeah,
okay,
this is nice that you broke this app, but it was just a draft.
yeah, okay, okay. Um, all right, so doubles get through, and then I was on Ox. That's why. Okay, and so then we got who do we still have in this? Obviously, we got all these damn Emory teams. One, two. Am I only seeing three? I guess I'm only seeing three. Okay. Um, Kansas still has a couple in there. Okay, but that looks like is that the only one I'm seeing as far as double
There
team?
should be two. Should
Yeah,
be
there should be
Kansas.
two. Yeah, two Kansas, two Emory, and I think that's the only other one. That okay. So we're in octafinals now. Long Beach is neg again against Wichita, another school that I don't think we've talked much about.
Yeah,
So
not really.
no, okay, okay. What happens in this round?
Uh, we were negative, and
Yeah,
they just read their ICBMs AF, and
and
yeah,
you're all ready to go for that one.
yeah,
ICBM.
it was just like security K type
Okay.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, are they? It looked like it was pretty resolute too. It was a unanimous decision on that one.
Yeah.
Latoya Green. Why do I know that name? Wait,
Fullerton.
oh, is that okay? Okay, so yeah, yeah. I might have talked to them between now and then. Okay, looking at that now. Some of them I see have 7-person panels. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, because that means that the other team didn't strike anybody.
Oh, okay,
Or they struck the same persons or something like that. Because
okay,
the strike card has 9 people on it, or somebody just didn't strike anybody at all.
okay, okay. All right. So those are the doubles. Into quarters, what do we got? Okay, so the quarters is where stuff starts happening, right? Namely, we have 2 walkovers. We have
Hmm.
Emory and Kansas both are walking over each other. Now, was this a point of discussion at the tournament? Were people talking about this?
Yeah, because they were just like, dang, they just walked over each other right into semis.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Oh man, but Emory still had somebody else debating against Wake Forest,
yep.
and they picked that one up too.
Hmm.
So basically you have 3 teams in semis. I mean, for like you only have 2 technically, but holy crap, that man, that they must be feeling good for their performance at NDT.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got like, over $1 million in resources, I'm
uh,
sure,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So, do you know what happened against Emory and Wake Forest?
Not really,
Okay.
because we were on the other side. I was watching our debate.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens? This is Long Beach's round right here. Um, what happened?
Um, you know, I kind of feel like we were beating them,
Okay.
like I do. But I think the powers that be probably did not want us to beat Michigan.
Mm,
Um, because Michigan has made it to the final round all like for the past 3 years or so.
I'm also looking at the Copeland Awards, and they have,
They're
you know,
number two.
yeah. I mean, like this year, but like in over the past years as well, they always got somebody, if not taking it, but in
Hmm.
the top three. So, bit of a
Yeah,
legacy to live up to, I guess. So,
yeah,
yeah.
it's it's true, but it was just like in some ways, I feel like it's okay to sacrifice Cal State Long Beach because it's just like Cal State Long Beach,
Right.
But I guess like just looking at the round, it was just like I don't really see it,
Hmm.
like because the 1AR in that debate, it seemed like it was very scripted and did not really apply to what the block was saying really at
Okay.
all. And I was just like, okay, interesting. And then the 2 and R, I just think was just like really great. And so like four out of the five judges were just kind of like, yeah, it's framework. We voted on framework. And I'm just like, I guess,
Uh-huh.
right? I mean, I guess. And it's not to discount any of those judges. Like we're grateful and humbled by their judging. But
Mhm.
I just kind of think that it was just very interesting the pivot that was being made about framework,
Mm.
because largely what their gripe was on framework was that they thought it was unfair and unpredictable for us to point out lines of their evidence that would link them to stuff, which
Huh.
was like, I don't know, I just
Lines
like
of
for
their
me,
evidence. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but just like if you cut evidence, which they probably didn't cut it themselves, their coaches of course,
Mm.
but I just think that it's just like a very higher standard that people are being held to.
Hmm.
And I guess we would have had to beat them even more in
Right.
order to stop them, because then the judges have to justify why they made the decisions that they did.
Well, did you say what their AF was? What they go for? Is it just first
It
use?
was just the no first use, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Hmm.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we are getting right through this. So quarters. That's unfortunate. That's Long Beach's last one, but Emory goes through. Emory sends another team through with Kansas, and so we are actually looking at a potential closeout
Hmm.
for
Possibly,
this. Yeah. I mean,
potentially, but more so we had the reverse happen.
yeah, yeah. Like, but it was both of these rounds were split. Like it was really close. I mean, like one ballot in each one of those rounds going the other way, and you have yourself a closeout at the NDT. That would have been
Yeah,
quite a story. Quite a
it would
story.
have been.
Yeah. All right. Do you know what happened in either one of these rounds?
Nope, we were just
Nope.
like, bye y'all, see y'all
Yeah.
later.
Well, I mean, after all of that, after all of those rounds, and just the amount of energy you have to put into it, yeah, I remember, when uh, I like dropped in quarters at our national tournament. I'm like, I'm not watching Sems. I'm going to go get a drink. I'll come back for finals. I'll come back for finals. I'll show my support then, but like, I need a break. I need a break. You know what I mean? It's like just trying to process it. It's a little emotional. That's your last run at it. And so yeah, take a break. um, but we do know that Michigan picked up and Kansas picked up. Now, Michigan was the team y'all hit in quarters, so they're going against Kansas in finals. What can you tell me about these two teams? We got Michigan PD on the neg, Kansas RS on the AF.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really what happened in debate. We just didn't want to watch it because it was just going to be like the same set of arguments the entire year.
Oh, yeah. So this is pretty much going to be a straight up just a policy framework, and they're just running. Now, do they still run critiques on the neg in this situation, or are they just doing like counterplans, DAs?
Counterplan this as topicality, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Case.
Okay.
I would be surprised if there was a K in the one in C, which I doubt.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. I don't know, but
Yeah, in the final round. Yeah. Well, it seems like, but neg picked up on a 5-0.
exactly.
Okay, that is.
It's remarkable. It's wonderful, but
Yeah.
it seems like it was a present handed to them with a bow.
Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. Okay. Phil and Dom kick. Okay. Dom kick. Interesting. I was looking up the Copeland on the NDT, and it looks like it hasn't been updated yet. But like I was saying, that there's, we had so Phil was a Copeland winner last year. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And their partner last year had won it, like, well, didn't win it, but was on it for 2 years prior to that. They were on Copeland panel 3 years in a row. Holy crap. I'm starting to kind of get a sense of Michigan here a lot more. Yeah, through this. My goodness. Okay. And it's interesting. There's 1 year only has top 4. I don't know what that's about in 2019. Interesting. I don't know why that would have been, unless somebody just forgot fifth one on there.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
2019.
Oh, that would have been. Well, COVID was right at the end there. They still had plenty of.
Yeah, we didn't have the NDT 2020, but 2019, I don't really remember.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, this caps off a tremendous year for California State University, Long Beach. And it's a testament to your students, but also to you, for getting them prepared and ready to go and bringing your experience.
Well, I actually won Coach of the Year at the NDT. It's crazy.
Okay, that's right. Now, what is Coach of the Year?
I mean, well, this was an award named after a legendary coach at Wake Forest, Ross Smith. And I remember he judged us before when I was like in college. And he was hilarious. Like, like I remember he used to at the Shirley, which is the Wake Forest tournament. I remember he used to be hammered, giving his speech at awards, and he would just be incomprehensible, just talking. He's like, y'all gotta just listen to me for this time period right now, and it's crazy.
Unapologetic. I love it.
Yeah, it was an interesting sight to see, but he was a really good judge and obviously a very good coach. And
how does the Coach of the Year get decided?
So you have to be nominated, and then the community sends in letters.
Oh.
And so I had 14 letters that were sent in for me. It was crazy.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Yeah. It's a nice little plaque. It's like,
oh, look at that. Look at that. Ross Smith, Coach of the Year. That is great, man. That is definitely something to hang on the wall. Yeah. Especially if you end up at this full-time gig, you know what I mean, that you're going for. Decorate your office with that. That'd be great. Okay. It's something definitely put on that CV of yours. So
I already did.
Well, congratulations. All of you deserve it, really. I love it. I love it. Obviously, I'm a fan. I am an alum, you know what I mean? So I love seeing this. This is just a high watermark for the program, the policy program specifically there. So I wish you all the best. And I do look forward to talking a little bit about what the preparation looks like now. Like, so that's the last question I want to do. What that means is, when do like topic areas come out? Is that
Like within the next like 4 weeks or so.
okay? Man, there's just no break, huh? I mean, this is as much of a break as you're going to get is like starting now until topic area.
Yeah, I mean next week I'm going to the TOC.
Oh,
So yeah.
man. Oh, man.
So
So,
I mean try to recruit some kids maybe.
right. And so, man, it's just a year-round thing. People don't get it. You know what I mean? You'd say a season goes from September to April, but that's just when you're debating. That's not everything. Everything's still happening in between. Well,
Yeah. And so there are some articles that they haven't cut that I put out in the Dropbox, and they still can do that because those are like things because we're going to talk about nuclear weapons like all the time. So
yeah. So like building your back files,
mhm.
right? You're gonna have to bring those out because anytime somebody brings out the nuclear war impact, which is always,
Mhm.
you're like, hey, I got something to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it was a tremendous season. I am so happy I got to follow along with you for that. And I look forward for the next few weeks, seeing how CEDA prepares for the upcoming season as well. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. See you.